Hello, and welcome to another episode of the LeaseWeb Private Cloud tutorials based on CloudStack. My name is Simon Fitterman. You may remember me from other tutorials such as creating a VPC. Today I'm going to extend on that by adding a site-to-site VPN. Let's go back to networks and into the VPC that we created earlier. Here's our demo VPC. Click on Configure and we'll start from here. Now, to create a site-to-site VPN, simply click on the Site-to-Site VPNs box in the Virtual Router section. This is going to be a quick confirmation that we actually want to create this site-to-site VPN. Don't forget that this will create a new public IP address, or at least assign it to your account from your pool, and so therefore it will be consuming one of your public IPs. Let's click Yes. Okay, that was quick. Here's our VPN gateway. We can see it from the view. This is the IP address that a remote end or your office end is going to be connecting to. If we click into this IP address, you can see only very basic details about it. The IP address itself, the ability to destroy it, the domain and account it belongs to. Let's head back out to the demo VPC. We can see now that we have one site-to-site VPN. Now all we've done so far is assign a public IP address from our pool and made it ready to be created as part of a site-to-site VPN. Let's take a step back for a minute to the networks. Instead of looking at the VPC view, let's look at the VPN Customer Gateway. What's a VPN Customer Gateway? This is essentially the far end of the VPN for the site-to-site VPN. This would be your office connection. I'm going to name this one very simply Demo VPN. I'm going to add the gateway as being your IP address. Now, as I don't know what this actually is, I'm going to make it up. But you would use your office IP address on wherever your VPN IPsec terminating device is. I'm going to provide a CIDR list for the far end of the site-to-site VPN. This would be the IP address range that forms your office network, or whichever range it is that you want to be providing access through the site-to-site VPN to your VPC. I'm going to assume that at the far end of my office network, 1.2.3.4, I have a 10.0.0.0/24 range. Very simple, just a single /24. Now IPsec in this case works on a pre-shared key system, so I'm going to create something nice and secure here and quite random. All of these other options will vary depending on the specific configuration of your VPN. The IK encryption hash and Diffie-Hellman group, and the second stage ESP encryption, and whether or not you're using perfect forward secrecy. I'm going to create it with the basic default options here at the moment and just click OK. Excellent. Now that that's done, I can go back to the VPC, click on Configure, re-enter the site-to-site VPNs. From the drop-down, I'll select VPN Connection, and I'm now going to bond the two VPN endpoints that I've just created together. So let's create a VPN connection. Here's my VPN Customer Gateway that I created a second ago, Demo VPN. Remember, this represents the office that is connecting at the far end. Let's click OK. What this is actually doing is creating an IPsec tunnel, a semi-permanent site-to-site VPN, and when I say semi-permanent, I mean it will be up as long as it's up and available, but should there be any issues with the network connectivity between the office and the CloudStack platform, it will obviously drop and fall down. The IPsec tunnel is being created here on the virtual router. So again, that virtual router, that core piece of the private cloud networking, is actually responsible for all of the networks inside the VPC and for the site-to-site VPN. You can see this is a really good way to get inside the network using fully private communication. Okay, now that that's finished, you can see it's come up with the public IP address on the CloudStack side, the gateway, which would be your office IP address, and a state of pending. Now, as there's probably no VPN listening at the end of 1.2.3.4, this is never going to fully establish. Even if it was, it wouldn't have the pre-shared key that I just made up, and it may not even have the same policy, encryption, or hashing algorithms. We jump into the quick view. Again, that same sort of view, public IP address, the remote gateway, and I can also see the CIDR list that represents what's on the far side of this network. I also, from the quick view, have the ability to reset the VPN connection, and if I was to go into this full screen here, I could also reset the VPN connection in case there was some sort of an issue or the peers had forgotten how to talk to each other. In an ideal scenario where this is being configured correctly, the gateway on the VPN connection and the gateway that's been used inside the VPN Customer Gateway would represent your office IP address, and that office IP address would be listening actively for these IPsec tunnels. The pre-shared key would be the same on both the CloudStack Private Cloud setup and also on the Office VPN, and the IKE policy, ESP policy, and other settings would match. Once all of those are configured and each of the peers are able to talk to each other, this site-to-site VPN will change from state pending to state connected. That's basically it for setting up a site-to-site VPN. These are really powerful tools. They can help your developers get into your development network or into your production network for your operation engineers without traversing over the public internet and without opening up additional ports on the external load balancer or without using additional IP addresses for public static NATing. That's it for the creating the site-to-site VPN tutorial. Hope to see you next time.